What is up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium where I react to video game music as a musician myself and a guitar player at that. Today is the return of Guilty Gear XX. This one says Core. I don't know if it's XX Core. I never heard that before. The song is called Still in the Dark, requested by Isaac, and from the channel Silvos Forever. I've done XX a couple of times, and the only thing I recall is that this is like an older title and it has like more of a really aggressive, like thrashy, aggressive metal type of thing going on. I don't know if this is a character theme or not. And of course, composed by Daisuke. Guilty Gear XX, Still in the Dark. Synthesizers. It sounds like it was uploaded like 15 years ago. Let me see. 2008. Actually very close. I wonder when XX came out. Let's look it up. Sounds very Iron Maiden. Wait, isn't there a character that's like kind of based off of Iron Maiden? Or I think it's something else. I know it's a lot of like band references. Oh, X2, not XX, or the Midnight Carnival. Ooh. Caught my attention. Ooh. Okay. Well, now we're getting somewhere. (2002). Oh, that was sick. So I'm looking something over now. So melodic. I love how badass everything is, like the chain all over the place. This almost looks like an album cover, like a band name, like a tour poster or something. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna rehear that middle part again. I don't know where it was. I think it was right here. Oh, and bar. And the harmony. still hear it. I love the gallops. All right. Okay. So, first time, to my knowledge, I've heard Guilty Gear go acoustic / nylon flamenco, whatever. It's almost, from what I've heard, been entirely like electric distortion guitars, some pianos, whatever. Happy Chaos is kind of all over the place too. But I don't think I've ever heard, to my knowledge, it going into the nylon string and getting all like, mellow. Speaking of mellow, I was trying to think of like bands of that do this, and there's two that come to mind. One, and two of them I think are the same guy, and that's Flametal and Heavy Mellow. But there's also I think a band called Brujeria, and I think they do stuff like this too. I could be wrong about that. That might be confusing that with someone else, but they're sick anyways. It makes me think. I'm like, they were doing this back then. I figured that level of experimentation would be more in Strive. I started, I listened to Strive first, and then kind of have been working my way back down. And to me, it sounds like this was kind of ahead of its time, which is pretty cool, because I was pretty much set on, again, it shows you to not judge, but it was set on, like, as soon as this video was about to start, I'm like, okay, this is going to be just like a dun 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 dun, and just kind of thrash out, which is fine. But it showed me that, even then, Guilty Gear, there's a reason it has such a huge fan base, right? And there's a reason people talk about the music so much. And it's not only just because it's like heavy metal representation in video games, which is kind of rare. Kind of. At least original music that's been made for 20 years plus. I don't know when the first Guilty Gear came out. So, but now I'm seeing, I mean, not now, but I'm noticing more and more and more that there's a lot of variety, and there's just a lot of ambition and ideas in this composer's head. And that's essentially staying power. If it was all the same formula all the time, it can get pretty monotonous. And for people like me, the attention span would just kind of be like, man, I really wish they did other stuff. And to be honest, I don't know if they even ever experiment with like anything else, because everything I've heard from Guilty Gear is straight up like, metal, thrash, speed metal, etc. It's always electric guitar driven. I don't think I've heard anything like purely electronic or any other genre, basically, which is fine, but I just don't know if they do that at all. Because if they don't, and they stick to this one thing, then they've extracted quite a bit of juice from this fruit, which is quite impressive, because they're still going. But I think another thing I noticed is that there weren't many vocals back then. It seems, correct me if I'm wrong, that Guilty Gear was mostly, if not all, instrumental. And then later on, they started introducing like kind of these songs that like everybody can sing along to, and more mass appeal, I guess, right? For example, like this has not bad. I mean, right, 200,000, almost 300,000 views from 2008, which is still a lot. But Strive stuff has like sometimes goes into the millions, and it's pretty cool that it's made it that far. What else was I going to say about this? Oh yeah, this is apparently a sequel to X. I don't know how many Guilty Gears there are, but apparently it's referred to as X2, and also I think the Midnight Carnival I saw here, and I think also I saw Accent Core. I don't know. There's a lot of, that's another thing with Guilty Gear. Is another reason I never got into it, which is kind of a dumb reason. But to be honest, when I was like getting into fighting games, I get intimidated when there's like a lot of entries with a lot of intricate titles that are, it's to like, for an outsider, it's overwhelming. So I do not know what this one is, but so please correct me. Anyways, Still in the Dark, really cool. I'm guessing that sounds way better in game. This is an old upload, It's hard to believe that 2008 YouTube, even though we were already like, advanced as a society with technology, you can still hear like the compression of 2008. So let me know if it actually sounds better in game, which I'm assuming it does, or if it just sounds like that. You know, it sounds obviously just really compressed, but it still sounds really cool. That's it. Really cool. Thank you, Isaac. Let me know if this belongs to a character or if it's just a stage song or something. Thanks to everyone that you see here. I could not be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Peace.